Hello everyone, welcome to the Not For Hire YouTube channel. My name is Mike, and today we're working on my 1999 Isuzu NPR. This particular Isuzu has the Chevy 350 with the 4L80E and I don't know, some kind of rear end in it. I've owned it for, I don't know, 10 years. I've owned this truck a long time, and I stopped using it because it was giving me a really hard starting problem, and I was replacing fuel pumps, and I don't know what was really going on with it. I never actually got down to the bottom of it. I ended up buying old red and ended up fixing that truck up and using that instead. But this truck ran hard, and it ran for quite a few years for me, and it did a lot for me, and it took good care of me. So now I'm going to return the favor, and I actually let me show you what I'm going to do. So every time this truck would start giving me starting problems, I would just buy a fuel pump. So I just did it again. Except this time I bought the cheapest China one I could find on Amazon versus the genuine GM one, because I went through two of those and it didn't seem to solve the problem. So I'm going to put this one in and see if that does anything. The other problem I like to fix while I'm here is this filler neck. I broke it. When I actually built this body on this truck, and when I built it, I should have put some kind of guard over this so it wouldn't get broken. But I've gone through a dozen of these caps over the years, and then I finally ended up breaking the actual filler neck itself. It's plastic, so it's kind of stupid anyways. I like to put a metal one in there and get rid of this style cap, and then build a guard over it. I would recess it into the body, but the only problem is that it lowers it, and you have to kind of keep it up high so the fuel will flow. Let's see how long the hoses are. It's not looking too good anyways. It's not that bad. The whole truck is kind of covered in a little bit of flakes because I just didn't use it. I just stopped using it and never touched it again. But as you can see, there is no clearance to get that fuel pump out of there, so let's see if I can get up in there. You can actually see where it is. Nope, not gonna be able to see anything. But it's up on top of the tank. When I did it the other times, this bed wasn't on it yet, so I actually ran the truck without a bed for a long time. Just had a hitch on the back. But yeah, so the best plan I've come up with is cutting a hole in the top of the bed and making this like an access panel or something, so that way I can actually get to the fuel pump. I know I could drop the tank, but those bolts are really rusty and I can't use my torches on this project, so that's a lot of work and a lot of cutting with the die grinder. If I'm going to do a lot of cutting with the die grinder, I might as well just cut a hole in the bed and not have to ever drop the tank. So yeah, that's my theory behind that. Alright, I'm going to set up the camera and get to work. Oh, there's the fuel pump. You can tell how long ago it was just by looking at it. It was quite a while ago that I changed that pump, but you can tell this is some of my famous wiring I did back in the day. Look at this. That's for the fuel pump. Wonder why it doesn't start. And I completely bypassed the ground that it's on the truck, which you're probably not supposed to do. And I just grounded it right to the frame. That could be a reason why it's giving me trouble. And the connections do not, let's see if you can see it. The connections in there do not look great. So I think I might just clip this off, re-solder it, because the new pump has the same. Might as well just change the plug, because the new pump has the same style. But I think I'm already here, so I might as well just change the pump. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just wait on the wiring, and let's pull this pump out, and hopefully I don't have to cut this cross member off. When I was building it, I really should have moved it up a little earlier. I don't know. I didn't want to leave a big gap here right over this lip, because you usually see them like other flatbeds where they sag a little. I didn't want that, so I kept them all like a foot on center. But that's all right. If I have to cut it, I'll cut it, and I'll just I'll sister it. I'll put it on the side of it and weld it in, and that should give enough clearance to get around it. But I'm gonna be over that tank too, so I don't know. I'm gonna try to get it out without cutting that cross member, but we'll see. Alright, came out of there no problem, so that wasn't bad at all. Glad I didn't have to cut that cross member, because that would have sucked. But pumps look basically identical, except the new one's got a little filter on the bottom. This one doesn't have one. It's kind of weird. There's a bunch of crap in there too. Interesting. The cheaper one's better. This one, it was $600 when I got it. This was from GM, and I had to drive to Boston, Mass to get it. And it looks like a piece of crap. Basically, in this one, $58 delivered to my door. That's how much it was with shipping, 58 bucks. So, I don't know what's better or what's worse here, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, I got the fuel sending unit float here all put on. I did notice they are different in that area. This one's down all the way, this one's down all the way, and it points here. But this one is sideways, and this one is horizontal, this one is vertical. So looks a little different, but should do the same thing. I guess we'll find out when I put it in there. But I don't know where this thing was pulling fuel from, because I see that here, then it has that, and then maybe this thing somewhere? I don't know. That's weird. Look how square I cut that hole. Wow. Okay, now I'm going to tackle this horrendous wiring I got going on here. I'm not going to put these crimp connectors on that they give you. I'm going to use those solder-on ones with the shrink wrap and everything, but I got to use the heat gun next to all this gas, so that should be interesting. Alright. Well, this thing didn't come with instructions on how to install this pump wire-wise, so, but luckily they're the same exact color as the old new pump, so the only difference is this black striped one, and it actually goes to a black striped one on the truck, so instead of an orange one like it is on the plug. So that's kind of better, but I'm just going to cut off all these old connections. I'm going to hook the old ground back up and just make it nice, that's all. So here we go. I'm going to start with this red one because it's the worst. It's got a connection and a connection and goes to the plug. And then on the gray one on the plug is on the old plug. It's in the same spot as the new plug, so that's easy to remember. Just like that. I'm gonna heat it up. I did my best here to cover up the gas tank hole, and this is a little wet, but I think we'll be alright. If not, you'll see it. Alright, so far so good. Didn't blow up. Let's let that cool down for a minute, and then I'll put the shrink wrap on it. Now, Normally I would cut all the wires down to the right side, to the rest of the length so they're even, but I want to leave as much as the stock wiring as possible, so I'm just going to cut this back, and I guess we'll put the ground on next. Forgot the shrink wrap. I always do that. I don't think it's melted yet. Ugh. Damn. Wasted them. Well, it wouldn't be me if I didn't screw something up. Speaking of screwing stuff up, hey guys, like my phone, my new one that I just got because I broke the other one. Nice. That's one. Water. Alright. That's that. Alright, now I'm going to clean up around this opening in the tank here. See down in there. You ever wonder what's in the tank of your Isuzu NPR with a gas engine? Nothing. No baffles, no nothing. Also, I got the rings that were holding it in cleaned up, and they're drying right now. I got them painted up. The only thing good about the flatbed being black is it's Rust-Oleum black, because that's what the truck is. So I'm gonna have to. Might have this sandblasted, and so I can paint it good again, because I already have 3 coats of Rust-Oleum on it. I put it on with a roller, so I don't know how many more I can just keep putting on it without it getting all bubbly and rotten underneath the paint. So I'm gonna have to do something about that, but we'll wait till spring. For now, let's get this fuel pump in and see if it works. One thing about this fuel pump is that it's spring loaded. I should have showed you that. So it can't bounce around in the tank. Let's get those rings. remember which way this one goes, but I think it's this way. Actually, does it have a notch? It does have a notch somewhere. There it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe I got it upside down. Yep, there it is. Alright, it's in there, it's all bolted down, added some washers to it. Moment of truth. Well, it's going to take a minute to prime it up, but see if she works. Oh, thought I just heard it purge up. Woo! It hasn't done that in... Hold on. Let's try that again. Woo! Oh, I'm excited about that. Oh, yeah. I've had to start it with starting fluid, I don't even remember, 4 years, since I built Old Red. That's way before that. Oh, I think that solved it. Oh, that makes me happy. Oh, yeah. She got power now. Alright, I'd say this is fixed. I'm just going to wrap up them wires, and then I'm going to put that cover back on, the big cover there, and she's ready to go. As far as the hole in the floor goes, I'm just going to drop the plate back in and just weld the corners, and then if I need to cut it out again, I'll just cut the corners and pull it out. So that's it. I got a project for this truck today, so hopefully I can get that done. Alright, let's get all the tools picked up and get going here. Now I'm going to clean this interior up quick. As you can see, the years of dirt and grime, and look at the ceiling. Ugh. I don't even know what that's from, because like I don't smoke or nothing, so ugh. It's just on the driver's side too. Maybe from the previous owners or something, but wow, that is gross. I'm gonna get this cleaned up. So I got my purple power, and I have this other stuff. It's just vinegar, but what's in it is not what the label is. It's just industrial vinegar or whatever. But let's just give it a little spray with some purple power and see what that does. Yeah, that's not foam, you know, suds or whatever. That's the actual color of that ceiling. I don't know what that is. Nasty. All right, let's get the gross. Get the rest of that cleaned off. I want to get it all soaked down before I start rubbing on there and put it all in the air. Ugh. Gross. Oop. Horn blows, so does the driver. You guys ever go to this place in Hudson Valley? Old Time Power. I usually go there every year for the auction. And shit, years ago, 10 years ago, I think I met Andrew Camerata there. And I always wanted to ask him, but maybe someday I will. I'm pretty sure it was him, but this place is only like 30 minutes away from him, not even, so, up in New York. But yeah, cool place. You can see that stuff is soaking in. Yuck. Nasty. All right, give it a quick, just a quick rub down, and everything looks a lot better. Shit, ain't a half bad truck now. This is the newest one I have on the road. So, yeah. Alright, I just went over and checked all the fluids. You can see I actually used to care about this thing. Look at, right down the mileage and everything on the door. Purelator PL 34631. 15 millimeter for the plug to take it off. This truck, I used to change the oil every 3,000 miles, everything. Changed the spark plugs half a dozen times and stuff. Took good care of this truck. But, alright, it's been a little while. Let's see if it starts up. Oh! What? I just tightened the battery terminals. Are you kidding? It was the battery terminal. I have a broken terminal on this side, so I'm gonna have to replace it. This is how you pop the cab on a Isuzu Cabover. There's a lock here. Pull that lever, it pops that up. And then there's a safety down here. Just lift it up. Cap's fairly light considering. It's not like Jolly Green. That's the lock. I just want to check the transmission fluid. Hell yeah. Schick engine light. There's no oxygen sensors on it, so it's not really surprising. I cut it off and I put those Flowmaster 40s on there. When I got it, the catalytic converters were cut off of it, so I didn't have much of a choice. Okay, so this is the project. It's a whole barn for her. Well, for the cows, I should say. I looked at this thing a few years ago. If you guys remember, I was finally wanting to get rid of it, so hopefully maybe we'll come up and snatch it up one day. Got a few things here that I might be able to get. But alright, we got it loaded, so a lot of sheets. So should be enough for a 20 by 30 building, so that's pretty good size for a cows. They have like a 12 by 14 now, so that's a lot. Alright, had to grab a couple barrels too, but got some lumber. Well, we kind of took the lumber without even asking first, but hopefully we can have this lumber. If not, we'll be bringing it back. But yeah, it's family, so it's okay. Alright, so let's head home now. Hopefully this is all there when we get home. As you can see, made it home no problem. But as to be expected with this truck, it never left me on the side of the road, so it's like it really never missed a day. And it's been sitting at least 4 or 5 years, so that's pretty impressive. And before you ask, where's the Jolly Green videos? Here's Jolly Green, just sitting here. Looking good too. But I'll be getting on this project. I know you guys are wondering where the hell it is, but if you want to own big trucks, you gotta have big bucks, and that I don't have. So I'm building up funds. You guys know I'm collecting these campers here for the spring, so I can make some more money to dump into this truck, because I only make money once a year, and that's in the springtime, when I can sell all the trailers. But I do have a few things I'm gonna do. I gotta do the intake, gotta get the mice out of there, I gotta do fuel line, so I got stuff I'm gonna do. I do have a few videos, or a video that I'm working on for it, so you are gonna see a video soon, so don't freak out. Don't start yelling at me. It's here. I didn't sell it or anything. Nothing's changed. We're still gonna finish her up. So, and beginning of the year, I'd like to register it. So, it's getting there. I mean, but I got a lot to do. I got, you know, that rear to do. You guys know. But this ain't about that truck. So let's get back to our other cab over here. But all right, guys. That's gonna wrap it up for the old isuzu Cabover revival. Definitely very happy that I have this truck back. And in case you didn't notice, there's something here missing. Another truck. Our truck is missing, and I'm sure you guys can figure it out. And there's a reason I put this one back on the road. But if you know, you know. All right, guys. Go over. Follow me on Instagram, Not For Hire Square Body. Facebook, Not For Hire Square Body. Go to notforhiresquarebody.com. I only got the blue or the white Not For Hire stickers left. I discount them 50% off. I think they're $5 a piece. If you want them, get them. It helps support the channel. I could put money into this truck, put money in the Jolly Green, put money in the Forky. I've been using Forky a lot. Forky's a good machine. I got a couple good videos going for that too. All right. Until next time, guys. Thanks for watching.